Okay, so let's talk about mid-latitude cyclones. Mid-latitude cyclones are centered around a low pressure area, and I want to point out to you one just in this particular video going over the United Kingdom over here to the right of the screen, and you can see winds coming into it from the south, and it's also coming in behind it. And where do you think the warmer wind would be? Coming up from the south or coming in behind it from the northwest? And I think logically, the warmer wind would be from the south, probably, if that makes sense. And so what happens is you have this swirling wind. They're going counterclockwise. And those areas where you have blue are areas of precipitation. And where the colors are especially bright, like orange, yellow, and so on, if you look down to the lower right, these are the precipitation amounts that are forecast for that area, or that are happening in that area. So this is an area then where the low is centered somewhere near there, and then along a kind of what's called a cold front along here, there'll be areas of precipitation some distance away from it as well. So this is one over there coming into Europe, and that one will march across the screen in a moment, as will the one that's that in this particular forecast sequence is coming on shore in the United States. And that's in a few days in October. I'm actually looking at this map in October. And this is the time of year when these start to become important. So it's kind of an exciting time of year to follow this. And you can see we actually have two of them. We have a giant one here over the northeastern United States and southeastern Canada. And we've got another one that just really recently has started to kind of take some form off the Pacific Northwest coast. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to animate this. And what I'm doing is I'm going to click this little button here. And this is going to take us through Friday. Now we're going to see, and we're just going to watch this area here. You can see already we're getting some precipitation up just north of Vancouver Island, a little bit on Vancouver Island, kind of onshore air flowing upslope into the mountains. And so there's some lifting going on by going up in the mountains, circulating around it. And there's also some lifting from the low pressure itself as air rises in areas of low pressure. It rises and it converges. Okay, so let's have a look at what happens up in here. We're going to watch this area, okay? Okay, so now through time, you can see that even the brighter colors mean more precipitation. The low begins to move through, and now, voila, it's raining in Puget Sound. It's raining now in Oregon, Northwest Oregon, Salem, Oregon coast, and as it moves through, depending on kind of the configuration of the isobars, you can get quite a bit of rain even after these follow through. And that's what it looks like we're going to get here in the Pacific Northwest up through about Friday or Saturday, okay? So that's just a quick look at mid-latitude cyclone. And the one that went through, just looking over here to, that went through the United Kingdom, that kind of came around, and that's way up now north of Scandinavia, so it moved north. There's also a low pressure area that formed down here below. And so that, let's just back up a little bit, just kind of watch what that did going backwards. Yeah, so this other low was over Spain, is a little different one than the one that came over. So if you look down over the United Kingdom again, over there, over Europe, see how I'm going backwards and how it progressed through there. So it's a time of year when we start getting these. All right, so there are rainmakers and our snowmakers depending on your elevation and your latitude. Hey, look way up here. Here's a mid-latitude cyclone way up in northern Canada, and definitely snowflakes there. See those flakes? Okay, so that's how those look.